All right, Nick, let's see if this video can actually help you understand graphing. Now, all these lines here, pardon me, I'm going to have to adjust my phone. All these lines here are given in the form y equal to mx plus b. Now, what we mean by that, this is called slope-intercept form, where m right here is our slope, and b is our y-intercept. Now, when dealing with slope, slope is equal to our rise over our run. We talked about this previously last week, right? So whenever we look at our slope, we need to look at this as terms of rise over our run, okay? And then this b here is our y-intercept. Now, here's the cheat way to teach you how to graph. We need to find three things. First thing we need to do is to find our y-intercept. Now, this part comes really easy. Our y-intercept is just this b value right here. So when I look at that, I just need to find the b value, which is this right here, which is -2. So I know my y-intercept is -2. From there, I need to go and find my rise, and then find my run. Now my rise and run come from my slope. Now remember, my slope is rise over run, so we can just look at this and say my rise is 7, while my run is 2. If we get all this information for our problems, we'll be able to do this for almost any one of these problems, okay? So, to actually graph this, the first thing, the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So, at the y-axis, this line crosses at -2. So I'm going to plot a point at -2 on my y-axis. Now from there, at that point, we take this point, we rise 7, so we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to run 2, 1, 2. Then, once we do that, I want you to plot a point. Now here's the beautiful thing. Once we've plotted a point, we can have 2 points. And when we have 2 points, we can draw a line. Now that we have this line, we are done. But moving on, we could also look at this problem right here, like question 2. We remember we have y equal mx plus b, right? B is my y-intercept, so if I'm looking at this problem, my y-intercept is 3. So I'm going to plot a point at 3 on my y-intercept, or my y-axis. Now, my rise. My rise, if we ever have a negative, it goes with my rise, so this would be -6. But if you notice, there's nothing underneath here, so it's kind of hard to see the run. But really, -6, if you ever have a whole number, it is over 1. So I rise -6 and run 1. So now I'm going to take my point. Instead of rising 6, I have to rise -6, which means I go down 6. And then I will run 1, and I will plot a point. 2 points, draw a line. That is a terrible line. I'm sorry, but I just want to get you a video so you can see it really quickly, okay? Almost all the problems you can do like this. There are 2 special cases. If you look at question 3, the reason why 3 is a little different, let's look. Y equals mx plus b. Wait, I don't see an x here, right? So that means there's no m's, which means my slope is 0. So since there's not one there, I have a slope of 0. And if you remember previously, if we have no slope, that means we have a perfectly horizontal line. So this means I'm going to have a horizontal line when y is -5. So I just have to find when y is -5, right there. And I'm going to, sorry, this is getting tough for me, draw a horizontal line. So if you ever have a y equals, you'll have a horizontal line. Now, what's opposite y? X. So if we have y equals, we have a horizontal line. But if we have x equals, we're going to have a vertical line. I hope you just said vertical along with me. So now, whenever you see an x equals, you know you're going to have a vertical line. Now, this vertical line is going to be where x is 5. So at x equal to 5, I want you to draw a vertical line. See how this is on my x-axis? While right here, this y over here was on my y-axis. So I'm at x equal to 5, and I draw a vertical line. Okay? I do want to show you one little thing. It's dealing with the next problem. It's question 7. If you look at this, we have y equals mx plus b. If I wanted to find my y-intercept, we know that would be my b value, right? Well, look, I have y equal mx plus, there's no b here. Wait, if there's no b, that means there's nothing. And what represents nothing? 0. So that means my y-intercept in this problem will be 0. And then from there, we must remember we have to find our rise over run. If you have any questions, ask me back, send an email. I'd love to help you. Have a great day.